Hi, welcome back to the channel. This week we're looking at something which took me quite a long time to find a solution for, and that is being able to monitor your DAW mix via a phone. Now, before all the hardcore purists start shouting at me, yes, I fully understand that mixing to a phone is not ideal. I fully understand that the sound quality of a phone is terrible. I fully understand that you should mix on high quality monitors, blah 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 blah. However, the sad reality is that the vast majority of people listening to your lovely new mix are going to be done on a phone. So the benefit is twofold. One, you're ensuring that it actually does translate to the phone. I'm not saying you make mixed decisions specifically for that, but it's a chance to check that it actually does translate and there's nothing sticking out. And the second benefit is that because the phone speaker is terrible, it instantly will highlight any issues that the mix has. For example, if you have any sharp, resonant, piercing high frequencies, they will pop out instantly with a phone. But with a good set of speakers, you may not notice it as much. So the solution, therefore, is Sonobus. Now in Cubase, I'm going to apply it in the control room. Essentially, this is a section in Cubase where none of the plugins on here render to the final master. So this is where I have Sonarworks, and now it's also where I have Sonobus. It doesn't really matter where you put this, as long as it's at the end of the chain and before any speaker software that you have. So Sonarworks, for example, it needs to come before that because you don't want the calibration software impacting the mix or impacting what you hear. So let's have a look what it does. Let's click on Sonobus, and then we do connect. Then set up a group name. So I'm going to call it Adrenochrome, of course. Password is optional. I don't need it because I'm the only one connecting. And this is the name of the source of the sound. So let's call this Adrenodor. I like that. Now we do connect. And you can see here that it's waiting for other users to join this group. So now if we go over to our phone, it looks like this. I'm screen recording the app. So now what we do is we need to do connect. We're connecting to the same group, Adrenochrome, and the test we need to call it, let's just call it, doesn't really make a difference, iPhone 15. And then we do connect to group, and you can now see on the DAW that we have a connected iPhone 15, and then we have it in the app itself. We can see Adrenodor here as well. So now if we play back the project, we will hear the sound coming 100% from the phone itself. There's a little bit of a stutter that you heard initially. So what we can do to remedy that is if we click on the name here, Adrenodor, and then we can adjust the send quality. So let's leave it at 96 kilohertz. And now let's go to the jitter buffer. So if we drag this all the way to 5 seconds, what this will mean is that there's a 5-second delay between when we start the transport in the DAW and then when we hear the first sound in the phone. But that's fine because after that it's a fixed 5 seconds, so that's absolutely no issue whatsoever. And then make sure instead of auto here, you need to make this manual, otherwise it will revert to the automatic mode. We don't want that. So 5 seconds, close out of that. Now if we play back the DAW, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now. So as I said at the start, I was doing a screen recording including the sound. So what you're hearing then isn't the microphone or what my ears are hearing, it is really just what the internal sound of the phone is. But you get the point. It is receiving that audio and it is playing it through the iPhone speaker, and we are hearing it in all its nasty, terrible speaker glory. So what I would do is I would play the entire mix through it at the end, or even as the mix progresses, if there's a highly resonant sound, I would play it through here to pick out which frequencies are causing the issues, or as I said at the very, very final step, once I've got the mix down, I would play it back through here just to make sure that nothing is sticking out. It's as equally as important as choosing the worst headphones you can find and playing it back through those. And if it sounds good through those, then it's going to sound good through everything. And actually, I forgot to mention the best bit about it. Sonobus is 100% free. That applies to the plugin itself and also the app. So go check it out and you'll find it invaluable, I am sure. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.